Blog Talk Radio.
Hello and welcome. It's Thursday afternoon, it's 4 o'clock, and that means you're looking at me. And the guy over here once we switch to him, but that's Mark Miller.
Hello.
AKA Manti Tail.
I'm actually here though. I'm like his girlfriend. I exist.
Amen. Yeah, we're dragging that story along because it's a fun one. I mean, you know, it kind of got more fun over the last couple of weeks. So with
That's
Mr.
one of those
Tuiasosopo
interesting
saying,
stories.
I'm so in love with him. I'm just so in love with him. It's like, dude. Wow.
It's like it's like rubbernecking a car accident. You slow down, you know you shouldn't, but you can't turn away. It's just you're transfixed on it. It's one of those, yeah.
It's rough. Poor guy.
You feel bad about like looking at it, but you just can't not, you know.
Amen. Amen. So, you know, I wonder how his draft status is. A couple weeks ago we were talking about it, and we said that he was plummeting. Kuiper's got him sitting pretty good. So, you know, I think the guy could be overcoming this situation.
You know, I think it's coming back to, I mean, they've drafted a lot of, let's say, questionable folk in the draft. I mean, if the worst thing he's ever done is make up a chick, then...
Heck, Dennis Rodman got drafted.
Exactly. I mean, you look at some of the people that have been drafted, I mean, his is just a little, you know, minutia. I mean, I would probably watch him if I were a GM or coach. I'd have him.
I thought you were gonna say I'd watch him if I was a girl, but I'm like, whoa, wait a minute here.
If I were gonna draft that guy, I would seriously, you know, have a lot of psych evaluations maybe on him before.
Oh, yeah.
But if he passes, I mean, why not? It's just, I think he got caught up in something that he just didn't know how to handle.
Right.
That's pretty much what it was. He was embarrassed.
Some days are just that way, huh?
Exactly.
So somebody was embarrassed on Sunday.
That would be Mr.
What was that, your holding thing?
Mr. Harbaugh.
He said effing holding. I mean, you could clearly see it was...
Oh,
I mean, he was pissed.
It was
But
enjoyable.
you know what?
It was enjoyable.
I was pissed. 84 freaking minutes, the Ravens offense was off the field.
Yes.
That's pathetic. I understand Hurricane Katrina. I understand the Superdome is old. Okay? But how can you be hosting the world's biggest, the world's biggest event?
Yeah.
I mean, this is the biggest event on the world stage. You're hosting it. And the lights go out for 34 friggin' minutes?
There's a point where, you know, I feel bad about the Hurricane Katrina thing. I mean, you got to feel bad about it, but there's a point in when does it quit being like, you know, an excuse?
Right.
Seriously, it's been how many years later? These kind of bugs should not be blamed on like, oh, well, Hurricane Katrina this, you know. You can't be blaming it on that. This city has to literally get its act together.
I was thinking that they were practicing for a commercial. I thought like the
Buffalo Wild Wings style.
No. I thought the Superdome, the head of production or whatever. I thought, you know, maybe they were going to do a Southwest Airlines commercial. Want to get away?
Want to get away.
You know, I mean, you know, I thought it was coming for sure, but.
That's going to do one thing. That's going to do one thing, though, for that city.
What a game. I mean, you know, first off, the whole Harbaugh Bowl thing. We got the John and Jim for 2 weeks stuffed down our throat, and Mommy and Daddy are going to be there. Well, Mommy and Daddy were there in a suite, or really nice seats, I'm sure. We got there was a lot of stories in this. The Ray Lewis thing, you know, the retirement party, him and his you kind of got to wonder about that whole during the national anthem thing. Was Beyonce really singing it, or wasn't she? Was Ray Lewis really sincere in the way he was, trying to get tears to roll down his face?
Yep.
But the thing that took me, and where I kind of got tears rolling down my eyeballs and down my face, Sandy Hook Choir.
That was very nice. That was a very nice thing to see.
Very, very classy for the Super Bowl committee to bring them in, have them be part of the whole gala. And the question is, was it just the choir kids that got flown in, or did they fly more than, all the kids that could come?
I think they flew them and their parents down. I don't know if they got.
So it wasn't the whole school?
It wasn't the whole school. It was just, I think it was mostly
that's kind of harsh that some of those kids
Yeah.
got left out. I mean, did Lil Jack get to go? No.
No.
Of course not.
No.
Oh, man, there's so many kids that were affected by that, so many people that were affected by that. You wonder what puts it out there on the table, and who gets to go, why do they get to go? Because there's a lot of kids that were, best friends of some of those kids that passed away that day, so.
It's cool that they got them down there, at least some of them. Just, it was one of those things that they should have done, and they did it right.
Yep.
The NFL does this kind of stuff right, which is,
Yeah.
that's one thing I love about the league, is they do a lot of this kind of stuff. They do it
Amen for
right.
that.
One
34-minute delay.
One thing that's going to do, though, is I really believe Tom Benson now has an excuse for a new stadium. They've wanted one for a while.
Long time,
they have. So this is going to be like the look at what happened kind of thing,
Oh, yeah. We got the 34-minute delay, then the comeback.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
I mean, the big comeback by the Niners, the 80-yard, 7-play drive that freaking Kaepernick, man, he orchestrated. I mean, pretty much 2 back-to-back. The Frank Gore when he scored on the big play. It made it a 1-possession game after that.
See, that was one part that I was like laughing about that Harbaugh didn't do. Is I would have thought he would have went for 2 after that touchdown to cut the lead, because you're putting all the pressure on your offense to tie the game exactly at the point where you scored the touchdown to go down by 5.
Heck yeah.
You're making it harder on your offense to actually have to get that 2 to tie it up.
Then Flacco gets the ball, and they have that play. It's 3rd and inches. Okay, you're thinking bust up the middle, try and get that, first down that way. They go for that gutsy play to freaking Anquan Bolden. Holy crap! What was that, about 15, 16 yards for first down?
Yeah, Flacco had a great game, but I don't understand how you're giving the MVP to him over Jacoby Jones or even Anquan Bolden. Bolden actually was the one who carried that team on offense. If you look, he made every key play in that game.
I thought he was my MVP of the game. Flacco had a great game, don't get me wrong. I mean, the guy went 22 of 33. He had 280 some yards, 3 touchdowns.
He looked great. Yeah, he looked great.
MVP of the game.
He looked great, but the way I look at it is he didn't really, his performance wasn't the actual points that won the game for Baltimore. Right. I mean, every time they needed a key catch, Bolden comes out of nowhere.
He was making 104 yards and a touchdown.
And some of these catches were like outstanding. I mean, these were great catches, sideline like out routes. He's putting his hands up, making the grab, and getting both feet down. You're just like, wow, nice play. He looked great in that game. I don't know how he didn't get.
A lot of people shined in that game. I mean, Frank Gore, 19 carries, 110 yards, and a touchdown. Vernon Davis, he did the same thing. Six catches for 104 yards. That dude's, he is really classy. I mean, I'm one of those guys that, I'm not a big 49er fan. I just can't.
None of us are.
There's so many. I mean, after that after the Flacco ran him down, they got the field goal, and then Kaepernick does his little Kaepernicking thing. Oh my gosh, man! It's just things like that, and then their coach just douchebag Harbaugh style. Did you get to see that last week?
Yeah.
That was pretty cool, huh?
I had we were sitting there, one of my friends, Lisa, was actually there, and her comment about Kaepernick was, hey, douchebag, kiss your leg. You didn't score. You didn't throw a touchdown pass with your arm, It's like, seriously, kiss your leg, dude. You punk. You suck. I'm sorry.
Oh, Jim.
I'm sorry. Forgive me, any 49er fans out there. Actually, don't forgive me. I don't care if you...
yes, you do.
Yeah.
You care.
I do,
care.
Slightly.
But
that much.
I mean, I feel bad for like my buddy Dutch and his cousin David. They're big 49er fans, and we always have that Seahawk 49er rivalry. And I feel bad for those guys because their team, I mean, they made a valiant effort.
They did.
Could you imagine what would have happened? Scenario. What would have happened if the 49ers came back and won that game? Would it have been the biggest debacle since Super Bowl 40?
That would have been that actually might have been bigger.
Because everybody would have been saying, well, it's because the power outage.
Yeah, that
because when that power outage happened,
the Ravens' momentum.
I looked at my buddy Pete, who's proudly wearing his Ravens jersey, and he's got his Ray Lewis love on his back, and he's no low, it's no. I said, dude, you mark my words, man. This is gonna be the stone that broke the freaking Raven. And boy, oh boy, that first touchdown, that second touchdown, I'm like, no way. This is not happening. They're within one possession. Boom.
I'm just glad you could say 5-1 instead of 6-0.
Amen.
Because I didn't want to hear that. And I just love the
Amen
fact,
for that.
that was the first time ever that I could actually say, you know what, I'm glad the Steelers hold some sort of record when it comes to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I'd rather have them be 6, just so the Niners didn't tie them and could go, we have 0 losses, we're the greatest of all time. I did not want to hear that a whole offseason from those jerks.
No kidding. It's like I said, I mean, I can't fathom any love for the 49ers. I guess Wyman was talking on the radio the other day, and they said, is it okay to wear another team's jersey? Well, there's exceptions. I mean, like last week we had
Burleson.
Nate Burleson in here. I'm thinking about Nate Robinson because this whole Sonics thing. I mean, I'm looking right here at this whole movement thing, and we'll get to that in a minute, okay?
Oh yeah.
We had Nate Burleson in here, and he's talking about, he's got a jersey for me. Well, hell yeah, I'd wear that jersey.
Why not?
But Dave Wyman is like, well, Big Low would never, ever don a 49ers jersey, which he is correct. He is
49ers jersey, no.
But they're saying, is it okay to wear other teams' jerseys? Well, I think it is. I mean, like when I was a little kid and I didn't have the Seahawks, I was a Vikings kid.
Yeah,
I was a Raiders kid. I'm not going to say that other team.
I'm shocked you said Raiders, personally.
Raiders were like, you had to love them. I mean, Ted Hendricks, freaking Lyle Alzado, John Matuszak.
Closest NFL team to this area.
Snake, Kenny the Snake Stabler. I mean, God, those were the dudes, man.
Oh, man.
I mean, shoot, they had some, Mark Van Egan. Those dudes were. Cliff Branch was a god to me, man. Well, Ted Hendricks was more of a god just because Ted Hendricks was badass. I mean,
Willie Brown.
Oh man, all those guys, dude.
Yeah, they had some talent.
Otis Sistrunk.
He lives in Kent, actually. I've seen him out.
Does he live in Kent? Yeah. I thought he lived out by McCord.
I've seen him in Kent.
Yeah, somebody else said Kent.
I've seen him a few times out in Kent, so I'm wondering.
I would love to bump into that dude.
It's very interesting to see the man from Mars. University of Mars.
It's like the Hills Have Eyes guy?
Yeah. Well, who said that? Who named him that? Was it Cosell or Don Meredith? Who said he went to the University of Mars?
I think it was Dandy Don. God rest his soul.
Yeah, great guy.
Man. We've lost some good ones, man.
Yeah, we have in the last few years.
Yes,
all the childhood heroes are going away.
Boy, they are, man. We're getting old.
I know.
Well, I'm getting old. You're not so much.
I'm getting old.
You got a kid.
Yeah, no, that's what makes you feel old. That's when you really feel old.
I'm never having no kids. No way, no how. Don't want them. I'll take your kid to the game. We're cool with that. Then I can push him back to you. Say it's yours. So let's see what else is going on. Hey, Washington Stealth, man. They've got to get the boys back on track. Okay, they had another loss over the weekend on a road game. So the boys are 3-3. They're sitting in second place now in their division. And, I love watching these guys. It's so much fun. You're a hockey guy.
It's like hockey with balls.
Dude, you've got to go up there to the Comcast Arena and check it out. They're playing this Saturday night. It's going to be a great, great game. I got a wedding on Saturday.
Really? Another one? How many is that now?
That'll be number 36.
Wow.
Number 36. I'm 36-0. Yeah, I'm better than the 49ers.
Perfect.
I'm better than the Steelers.
Hell yeah.
Oh, man. So Amanda and Jordan, that's the happy couple.
Congratulations, folks.
Gonna be marrying them on Saturday. We're doing a Converse wedding, so we got the big, the big to-do. And it's out at the Lake Wilderness Lodge. So I got to go from Covington, boom, all the way up to Everett.
Oh, wow.
And, I got to be to Everett before the game starts. So wedding's at 4.
Game starts at 7,
about 15-minute, maybe 15-minute, 20-minute ceremony. Boogie, 5:30.
You got it. You can
Yeah,
make
I'll
it.
make it in
You can
time.
make it.
6:45 game start. So
Oh, you can make it.
I hope you're right, man.
You can make it. Not that
But
far.
the Stealth are playing Saturday on the 21st, Thursday, February 21st. They're doing a benefit game. They're playing a pickup squad kind of game with the Everett Silvertips.
Wow.
So it's going to be hockey dudes playing lacrosse. With
That could
lacrosse
be
dudes playing
interesting.
lacrosse. And it's going to be like they're going to mesh the teams, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
That's gonna be fun.
They have to for one reason. A lot of those hockey kids are only, 17, 18?
Oh,
they're
yeah.
They're going to be way overmatched when it comes to size.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah, definitely. But, that's a cool benefit thing coming up. It's going to a good cause. The Washington Stealth do a lot in the community up there.
Oh, yeah.
And that's one of the reasons that I really, really like the organization. I feel they don't get enough press. They don't get enough love. The
Yeah.
media's got to be better
I
to
agree.
them. It's an amazing organization. The organization, they care about the fans. I've said this before, that there's other organizations in this city that don't give a beep about our fans.
Mariners.
Yeah. There's teams that just don't care. If you're like one or two ticket guy, they'll sweep you under the carpet.
Yep.
Okay, we don't care about you. The Storm. I love the girls. I love watching them play, but that organization, they just don't care about the fan, the single fan, especially the single guy fan.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is, but it is.
I'm not going to go there.
But the Stealth
I get in
organization is amazing, man.
Oh yeah, a lot of leagues like that will take we try harder approach actually, to just for the fans because
Oh,
I mean
yeah.
that's
I
Gotta make the
believe that
money.
the Washington Stealth organization, if you were to call the Washington Stealth organization and say, hey, my name's Mark Miller, co-host a show with Big Low, or I'm friends with Big Low, I just want to check out a game. I want to see what it is all about. I guarantee that they would give you a couple comp tickets just to check out a game.
nice.
So give them a call,
I
dang
will
it.
have to give them a call.
Dang, man.
So right now the receptionist's phone is lit up. People are calling for tickets.
I watched the Big Low show. I'd like tickets, please.
Yeah, I'm friends with Low. He said us. Anybody in the chat room, Gene?
One person, Zian, just says Z's.
Z.
4414.
Zzz,
Zzz.
zzz. Welcome to the chat room. Zzz.
I know.
Is that like a buzz, but better? Zzz.
I told him I don't bite.
Buzz, buzz,
I had a
buzz.
buddy, Bruce Humphreys. He used to do that all the time, just out of the blue. Zzz. I swear he had Tourette's, man. Swear to God. Right, Marley? That's my sis, by the way. My nephew Stefan is playing ball.
Nice.
Playing ball. He's what is the name of this organization here? Fullerton College is where he's going to school, and Fullerton College would be the Hornets. So he's enrolled in school, and he's officially on the
Nice.
football roster. A couple years of junior college. I don't know. I think they're not junior college. I think they're regular old college. I don't know. I'll have to ask this later. But I'm proud of him. My nephew Stefan, he's been one of those battlers throughout his life. My sister, she raised the 3 kids, single mom, douchebag dads. Just unbelievable what how much work she did with those kids.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
so proud of her and so proud of the kids because Brittany, my niece, is getting ready to go to Disneyland Paris
Nice.
to work over there. Michael,
Wow.
he's Mr. Freaking walks on freaking stilts 14 feet high and entertains the masses. It's
Did she
just
win the Super Bowl? Is that why she's going to Disney World?
no. Can we get this guy like a muzzle?
I don't know. Ball gag maybe.
I mean,
that would be.
he said Disney World.
something
They go
like
to
that.
Disneyland. I'm going to Disneyland.
So she's going to Europe. Disney.
You got to win a UFC fight to go to Disney World, Gene.
Okay.
But I'm impressed that Gene's like spouting out because he's
yeah.
under the weather. So he's infecting us all, getting us all sick
getting
as
us
we
all
speak.
Sick in the room. Nice
Our poor
little-
guest Mike over there, he's like, man, we got a guest today. He's like not huge celebrity or not, major sports dude, but this guy wants to get a job in broadcasting. And I like people like that because
Exactly.
we kind of are in broadcasting.
Exactly.
Or is that fish casting? I don't know. But he's related to Bucky Dent. So, you know, maybe he's got some cool
Bu-
stories. He's not
Bucky
really.
bleeping it.
He's not really. Man. But it sounded good.
That sounds good.
But we'll be bringing him on in a few minutes here and BSing with him, seeing what intrigues him about the business. Maybe put him on the spot with a couple questions. And, I don't know, we'll talk some more about some different stuff. And
Well, to talk
Washington
about this
Stealth,
week.
the 21st benefit game, please call the Stealth organization, stealthlax.com. Get yourself some tickets for the benefit game up at the Everett Comcast Arena. Check it out. Give them some love. Go to the game this Saturday. It's not that expensive. It's cheaper than a Mariners game, cheaper than a Storm game, cheaper than Seahawks, Sounders. Well, it's about the same as Sounders. Sounders a pretty good price.
Actually, I've noticed they are a pretty good price. You know, ironically, I've never been to a Sounders game yet. I don't know why.
Douchebag Mark Miller style.
Soccer, man.
Dude,
Couldn't
it's a
get
kick in the grass.
As low as 50.
I've been to a couple soccer games, but they were the man.
Gene's over there saying as low as $15. That's
Gene,
pretty good
you
price.
been to a soccer game, Gene?
Gene just moved here.
I went to the ladies' Sounders with.
Yes, he did. He went to the Lady Sounders.
He's got
so
me beat
been-
already.
Yep. He beat your grass all over the place.
Well, I've been to a Sounders game back in '97 when they were trying to build the stadium. So,
Really?
yeah, remember that when they played at Memorial Stadium when they played San Jose?
Oh, yeah.
So
oh,
see,
yeah.
I've been to one Sounders game.
Oh, well, then you're in the- come on now.
See, I'm a Sounders fan
Man,
now.
we're going to have to start having a segment called Come On, Mark. Hey, Zan, I got a question for you in the control room. Can we roll that footage of the Super Bowl commercials up in the goalposts? Well, but the fans can see part of that, and then they can also see, you can go back and forth like full screen and that kind of thing, so we can kind of chat about it while we're watching. All right. We're going to roll a little clip about the Super Bowl commercials, and we want to know what your favorite was. You can call us on the show. The number is, well, heck, you can call us at 646-716-4481. We'll talk to you on the air about it. If you got a Super Bowl question or Super Bowl comment or big news today, the Mariners finally did something right. They signed Felix Hernandez, Mr. Perfect, to a 7-year, $175 million contract. I'm Jack, can you tell? I'm loving it. Jack Z, you the man, baby. You the man, Jack Z. Woo! Roll it, Zan. Let's get on this, and we'll check out some Super Bowl commercials.
Hey, how you doing? It's time again for my favorite day of the year.
Mine too. Superb Owl Sunday.
That's Super Bowl Sunday.
You say tomato, I say tomato.
It's pronounced tomato.
Anyway, here are our picks for top 10 Super Bowl commercials of 2013. Number 10!
Samsung, the next big thing. You two. Ideas.
We know that it's got to be big because
This
it's
one
for the
cracks
Super.
me up. Super.
We can't say
You can't say
super.
the name of the game.
You can't say super. We actually can't say super.
Can you
Wait,
say
so
bowl?
can I say super?
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say, like,
Bitty.
Okay.
so then what do we say instead of
The
super?
big game.
So when we...
El plato supreme. You got it. I like hashtags.
hashtags. Okay, we'll use hashtags.
Super Bowl commercials.
Number 9!
Hey, Joe, when are you ever going to put your idea online?
Relax, Cal. It's not like anyone else is going to have the exact same idea that popped into my head.
How do you know no one else has thought of
Love
it,
it.
Harry?
Because they
all
haven't, Kelly.
Gene's
It's
fault.
totally original.
It's one in a gazillion.
And thank goodness I put it online first.
More champagne, sir?
More everything, Sky Waitress.
Don't wait. Register your big idea as a .co domain at GoDaddy.
Sorry, we didn't get to see all of these. Yeah. So I didn't get to see that there
Hey,
was
give
more
it
than one
back.
go down.
Come back when you have a team.
This is my personal favorite.
I like that one.
The badass. We are the flawless.
Kid fighting the bear. I like that one.
Here, kick off.
Number 7!
This got to be up there. That thing got a Hemi.
You know, I probably watched like 3 weeks so far of this. I probably watched it.
You were eating too much good food, huh?
I was actually hosting people, so I didn't have a chance to eat. I didn't do my eating that night until like 10 o'clock and everything left. Hosting people means a house full of Hawaiians and a ton of Hawaiian food, but no chance to eat it because you're always
Okay, here's your favorite. Oh, girls with a nice asset.
Wait,
Like
why are we doing
my
this
buddies
again?
Down at the
It's for the
tailgate
Super Bowl.
parties, they got their
Oh,
little
right.
stripper pole behind the camper.
There are two sides to GoDaddy. There's the sexy side represented by Bar Raffaelli, and the smart side that creates a killer website for your small business, represented by Walter. Together,
Could you imagine being that little
they're
fat
perfect.
kid? I want to be the little fat kid.
Superbad got so lucky that day.
Except I know I can kiss better than the little fat kid.
Yeah, probably. I'm
try?
sure you probably. No, I don't. I don't want to be involved in any of that. I mean, but hey,
I can't believe that they like played the sound.
if I were him, I would screw up, too a lot. I'd be like, oh shoot, whoa,
He was smart.
He was.
And then the goat just didn't quite. How these guys have the goat rated at 4. It is fun. But
The sad thing is, this commercial's probably gonna get a rush on goats. People are gonna see, some chicks are gonna see this and go, I want a little goat. Bring home a little goat.
Hey there, Henderson
So they get
family.
to be
I'm
like,
your
oh,
real
that's
fortune.
it.
Your wish is my command.
Wish the old spare tire was gone.
Really? Out of everything.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm
long spare tire.
Talk?
Much better.
That's what I'd wish for.
spare tire was gone.
Oh, I wish I could eat as much chocolate as I want.
Well, your chocolate levels are dangerously low. Now, Gladys is going to start you on a chocolate IV, and here's some free
Chocolate
samples.
IV.
Chocolate
Wish I was a
IV.
princess.
I want you to avenge my father's death.
I wish.
May I please have a turn?
I said infinite wishes.
I heard witches.
Hi, may I answer any questions?
Which one has a touch screen?
Which one has a touchy-feely screen?
Is this considered touching?
What's the cloud? Where is the cloud? Are we in the cloud now?
How many megapixels does one person really need? What makes a smart TV so smart? Whoa,
See, I didn't
3D.
think that
Whoa,
one.
what if I break it? Do you install?
Leave it till
deliver?
Blonde
Are these
to ask
noise
what makes a smart
canceling? No, I
TV
mean,
Exactly.
do you deliver?
I've always found
So
her
what's the difference
off
between an e-reader and a
that
tablet?
bad.
Between a tablet and this thing?
Which
Yeah, I
one
just
is the most
never- I think it's
vibratiest?
maybe your
Can this
husband.
transfer all my
Okay.
pictures of
She's
puppies
getting
dressed up like
divorced,
hot
so maybe
dogs?
she'll just start
Sure.
with that.
She'll be nice.
Can I use a
Maybe she'll
dongle
do
with
that.
this? Does it make you uncomfortable to use
She
your
was,
dongle?
but-
Can I connect it
Isn't
to my
very
TV?
low
Can I
on
connect
that.
these to my phone so I look dope when I call my peeps? You want to unbutton your shirt a little bit?
Why am I so awesome?
Hey, am I allowed in here? I'll go.
Number one.
I've always preferred the cream part of an Oreo. That's crazy. The cookie's the best part. Cream. Cookie. Cream. Cookie. Cream. Cookie. Cream. Cookie. Cream. Cookie. You guys have to stop fighting. We're the cops.
Well, there you have it.
Cream.
The 10 best. Hang on.
What's your
Hello?
favorite, cream or the cookie?
When do I get to do my part?
How about tomorrow?
I like the
Pronounced tomato.
Oreo makes a good cookie. You can't have
without one.
Yeah.
Can't be one or the other. It's got to be both.
Boy, the
So,
animation
what was your
sucked in
favorite
this
Super
video.
Bowl commercial?
They should have just used
We
me.
want to know.
I'll
I
go
mean,
with Two Broke Girls.
Two Broke Girls. Well,
Yeah.
that's just because it's the eye candy thing.
Yeah, I don't really watch what's going on in the video, so yeah.
Man. Aye, aye, aye. Was it one that was left off the top 10 there? We got to know. We got to know. Hey, give us a call. 646-716-4481. We're going to show a quick Bigelow clip. If we got it, Zan. I don't know if we even got it up or not yet, but it's one of those things where, Zan is a miracle worker.
He's like a genie.
He is.
Anything you snap your fingers,
It's like
just like
rub
that.
his little lamp.
Yep.
Zan, grant me a wish.
I said more wishes.
Yeah, I said more wishes, not bitches. Is that legal?
That's legal.
Yeah.
The FCC doesn't care.
Female dog.
We're small potatoes. to
Heck
them.
yeah. Man, oh man. So Zan, do we got that clip we can run? All right, we'll run that. We'll bring on our little guest, Mr. Mike Dent. No relation. Don't worry. Roll it, Zan, please.
Hey everybody, this is Kevin Calabro. Hey, this is Gary Payton. Hello, this is Detlef Schrempf.
This is Duff McKagan.
This is Marcus Trufant of the Seattle Seahawks.
This is Randy Myers, one of the original Nasty Boys.
Hi, Alan West from Yes.
Hey, here we are. It's Captain Keith, man.
This is Gus Lynn.
Hi, I'm Kimberly. I'm Dolly. And I'm Amanda. And we're the Washington Jaegerettes.
Jesse Jones.
Hey, this is Brent Berry.
Hi, I'm Tessa. And I'm Bianca.
This is Dan Money. Hi, this is Golden Tate with the Seattle Seahawks.
This is Steve Hauschka. Hey, this is Max Unger with the Seahawks.
Hi, we're the Jaegerettes.
Hey everybody, it's Norris Frederick, your Olympic hopeful for 2012.
Hey, this is Dane Looker. I'm Bryce Fisher. Isaiah Thomas, Clay Thompson, Max Strong. Slick Watts. It's your boy, Big Clay Babs.
This is Harrison Bevins. This is Brandon Hempelman.
Hey, this is Sue Bird.
Hi, I'm Cam Warner, Seattle Miss. I'm Jessica, and I'm Laura.
And guess what you tuned into?
You watching
Seattle Sports Lowdown, my man.
Big Low. Big Low.
Big Low. Big Low.
Big Low.
Big Low.
Big Low.
Big Low.
Big Low.
Big Low.
Seattle Sports Lowdown with Big Low.
With Big Low.
With Big Low.
Big Low.
With Big Low.
Big Low.
Big Low.
With Big Low.
With Big Low.
Big Low. With Big Low.
With Big Low.
With Big Low. Woo!
With Big Low. Got it. Peace.
Oh, I love you, GP. There's a lot of big names in that dang video, huh?
There is.
Duff McKagan from Guns N' Roses. Actually, Velvet Revolver now, or no, he's on to bigger and better things. He's in something else now. But Detlef, Kevin Calabro. Some cool people in that video. Sue Bird. And next week's guest, Roy Lewis.
Mr. Roy Lewis.
Yeah, we're going to bring Roy Lewis in studio next week and talk to him about what's going. Oh, you're talking about the old Roy Lewis tattoo? Yeah. You know, we'll talk to him about what's going on in his world. I mean, Seahawks, the last part of the season, brought him in for a tryout. They said, you know, we want you to try out because we need somebody because Brandon Browner's down with the PED thing.
We didn't know if Sherman was going to be out at that time either.
Yeah, but Walter Thurman made the comeback, and I think he did a heck of a job, man. He played amazing.
Exactly.
So
be nice to catch up with Roy, though.
I'd love to see what's on Roy's table for the future because he's a heck of a guy. Number one, damn good football player.
Exactly.
And
Flies around.
he needs that shot.
Yep.
So Gus Bradley down there, who knows? Maybe.
We'll have a lot of questions for him next week.
Yes, sir.
Looking forward to it.
So joining us now on the set, Mr. Dent.
Hello.
Mike Dent. What's going on, buddy?
Oh, you know, nothing much, I guess.
Sounds boring.
Thanks for bringing me on here.
You know, I always like people that like broadcasting or are into doing the future of broadcasting. I mean, you know, you apparently went to school and got in your mind that you wanted to do a little bit of sports something. So.
Oh yeah, you know, it's been hooked ever since 8th grade.
Nice.
I actually announced for the Seahawks. I won like a Subway contest.
Oh no way!
Nice.
Best day of my life.
Oh, yeah.
Spill your guts, man.
So I get home from school one day, and my mom's like, "Open this," and it's like a manila folder. 8th grade, I'm like, "Oh, it's probably test scores or something." And so I guess she submitted me in like this Subway contest, and just was like all smiles, handing me this manila folder. And it was like, I get to bring a friend, I get to go to the game, free tickets, see Steve Rabel, Warren Moon go up in the Cairo.
Nice.
It was the best day of my life. But at the time, the biggest impact, or like the biggest thing I remember was like going up with my friend, like, you guys can have all the food you want. And we just like looked over and we're just like, hot dogs and nachos. But yeah, it was great. Definitely started it off, and ever since then, you know, doing high school.
So I know Warren pretty darn well.
Yeah.
What was your take on Warren? What did you think about him?
He was a great guy. He was really nice, really, you know, at the time, I was like, Warren Moon, like, oh my God, starstruck, yeah, like Oilers, you know, Seahawks, you know, the guy who, you know, revolutionized the quarterback, you know, like, roll out, you know. I was just like, hi, I'm Mike. And then Steve Rabel, I was like, I didn't like the news, so I was like, who are you? You know, but
man, come on now, that's Rabel.
I always listened to Rabel on you know, the radio with my grandpa, you know, rocking back, and at the time you're like, I don't want to listen to radio, grandpa, but
that's funny.
But definitely, it was a great experience.
Heck yeah, man. Do you remember the game at all?
Oh yeah, I actually corrected Rabel once. It was like Deion Branch on like a slant, and he said like Jackson. I was like, actually, I believe that's Deion Branch.
Nice.
But,
the fact he is talking about Deion Branch and all them, and he's talking about he was in the 8th grade, just makes me feel, really
old?
damn old. Yeah.
Yeah.
Deion was a great guy. You know, he was a good guy.
It's not like it's that long ago though that happened.
That's true.
We were talking about the 8th grade. You'd be talking about who, you know, and I'd be talking about maybe Dan McGuire or somebody like that. Or,
Oh my God.
You know, that's how old we are, man. Sad.
Classic. So, what'd you get out of it? I mean, you know.
You know, I just got out that it's, you know, basically like the level of the sport just blossomed for me. Like, I don't know, I just got the whole insight and like being able to like, you know, report the game to the people on the radio, like they're listening to you, and it's just like I also like attention, so might as well give it a spotlight. You know what I'm saying? But,
What's your favorite sport?
Football, definitely. You know, football, baseball, hockey, can't go wrong with that. But
nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Felix Hernandez today signed 7 years.
Hallelujah.
So
yes,
you're Jack Z. You just signed Felix to 7 years. What's your next move?
Well, you know what? I know that they just called up a catcher, or they just signed one of them, because Jesus Montero just got busted.
It's iffy.
It's iffy?
Yeah, because he says he had no idea of anything about this. So we'll see where this one goes. It's another Richard Sherman thing where, you know, he said, she said, well, you know.
Hopefully we can get a gray area with that one.
I hope so, because Jesus is a great guy.
Yeah.
Ran into him at the Sports Star of the Year Awards last week, and man, oh man, he's just such a cool cat. He's a guy that remembers the fans. You know, if he sees you once, he's going to remember you twice, 3 times, 4 times, you know, and he's a really, really neat guy. I think his game is coming along. He's working well with the pitchers. And, you know, if his bat, if he can bat 250 and above, 270 and above for the next 5-10 years, I want him around.
Yeah.
I want him on our team. And, you know, this whole PED thing is, it's getting out of hand with the players, but at the same time, what is a PED? You know, performance enhancing drug? Well, where's the limitation in that?
Soon they'll be, you know, you can't have an energy drink before the game.
Exactly.
Or something,
Exactly.
You know, is it showing up in your urine or your blood when you're drinking a Red Bull or 5-Hour Energy, or, you know, I mean, whipping yourself up a liver and whey shake like Warren Beatty did in Heaven Can Wait.
Yeah. I mean, it's also, you know, cortisone shots fall into question as well.
I got you with
a good
that
reference. Yeah, you made me laugh.
It was a good movie, man.
It was a good movie.
Oh, man. I don't remember the butler's name, but it was always, you know, whoever you are, whip me up a liver and whey shake. Yeah! Oh, God, I couldn't imagine drinking that
It was,
crap.
what, 78, 79?
Somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Great movie.
It was.
He couldn't play that thing for, you know, I thought he could play it all right. But
It was a good flick.
yes, it was. So, are you in school now, or?
Currently just, you know, picking up gigs here and there.
Right.
At Helly Hansen. But,
Helly Hansen, what are you doing with them?
Oh, you know, right now I was a key holder, kind of assistant manager. They hired me on full time. And, you know,
Nice,
looking
nice.
really good. You know, I also announced for semi-pro basketball, the Olympia Rise.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, come out and check out a game.
Where do you live?
I live in Sumner. So
Okay, so you got a little drive.
Yeah, I go to
Little drive.
Olympia for the Rise,
Nice.
Bellevue for Helly, you know.
Wow.
Go everywhere.
Awesome,
cool.
man. What's your big goal? I mean, are you gonna go to school, do more? What schooling do you have?
Always got my associates in sports broadcasting journalism. So, you know, always want to continue my education.
Nice.
Hopefully get into more like team management, stuff like that. I like to coach.
Yep.
Do a lot of that stuff. But definitely biggest dream I could ever have, announcing out the starting 5 for the Seattle Sonics, Seattle Supersonics.
Easy.
Oh yeah.
Easy.
Anyone.
That's my gig, man.
Oh yeah. That would be definitely.
You know, if Matt Pittman gets that gig, yeah, you Pittman. You get that gig again, or Beckman, you get that gig, I'm kicking both your butts, man. I had the classiest, coolest freaking intro when I auditioned for the Sonics the last time. Dude, I did it way better than anybody, because I came out with something nobody in the NBA has ever done. And I don't know if I want to spoil it right here, because you guys might, you know.
Then somebody might steal it and use it, though.
Take a few keynotes from that one.
It's pretty awesome, man. I mean,
I just think it's funny you're calling out Pittman. That's awesome.
You don't like Pittman, do you?
I don't mind Pittman.
okay.
I like him. I just think it's funny you're calling him out.
Whoa, man, come on. I was like one of the top 10 finalists. And,
Yep.
You know, then it busted down to I think 4 from that, and God, I was busted, man. It's like shoot, mine was way cooler than theirs.
That job's going to be open in about 3 months now.
You honestly think so?
Oh yeah, they're coming.
You know, I tried to get Brian Robinson, Mr. Save Our Sonics, Mr. Arena Solutions, he's on to bigger and better things now. Tried to get him on the show today because out of anybody that I know, I trust him the most with as far as what's going on. And it sucks because he sent me a text. It's like, sorry, Bigelow, but what was it? Sorry, Bigelow, I've been asked to avoid further comment. What does that mean? I mean, it's not like he ever commented.
It means, I think Hansen must be telling him that his words are looked at by a lot of. When I was working for the Expos, trying to move to Portland. I was working for the Portland, the group trying to bring him there. They actually had us basically muzzled in the middle of that from all the stuff that was going back and forth between DC and Montreal and Portland. They basically told us, "Shut up! Baseball's watching everything you say." So.
Holy smokes.
So, yeah, that's probably what they're telling right now.
You gotta be careful.
Yep, because they're watching you. The Sacramento people, I'm sure, Chris Daniels, every word he says, somebody in Sacramento is watching it and posting it somewhere on the internet.
There's 3 people, maybe 5, that I really trust with info on the whole Sonics move thing. I trust Chris Daniels from King 5. I trust Softy from KJR Sports Radio.
Very much.
Brian Robinson, because he's been right there. You know, he's a great guy, and I trust him. And then the 2 Sonics Gate guys, Adam Brown and Jason Reed.
Yep.
Those guys, they're in the know. You know, and I wish I was closer to the scenes, but I had so many goofy health issues throughout the freaking last 4 years that, you know, I mean, I was kind of kept away from doing what I want to do. But, you know, so I didn't get involved with the Arena Solutions thing and the Save Our Sonics thing. I just didn't have the wherewithal. So. But you see these guys and you watch for their tweets and you watch for the news and holy smokes, I just want to know what the heck is going on. Are we going to get a team? Aren't we going to get a team? Are we? There's this dude that brought up the lawsuit. I forget what his name is. He's got a lawsuit going. And he's got a bunch of people on board this lawsuit.
It's not going to go anywhere.
How do you know?
These things happen with every stadium that's coming online. Like every.
You remember the name Van Dyke?
The thing about him is
citizens for more important things. That dickhead got so many things rolled up on us. What you got?
Oh yeah, with the whole educational program stuff and taxes. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
You know, and that's what they're pumping. They're saying, look, it's illegal. It's illegal. Not a sick bird, but illegal for them to even use public money to fund part of the stadium. And how much money are they using to publicly?
It's minuscule. It's basically paying off bonds. Basically, that's all it is. It's not gonna.
It's using public funds.
It will.
There was a vote a few years back.
That's true.
In a referendum that stated no more use of public funds to facilitate facilities.
If it doesn't, but it's the key was if it doesn't return a profit for the city, and this will.
And there's no
that's
deficit either.
Do you promise?
I promise you. This is gonna work out. They're gonna have a team. In truth, we might have 2 teams next season. In 2013, in November, October,
hockey?
we might have 2
Who, the
more.
Coyotes?
Yes.
Coyotes. Oh yeah.
They are on their way out big time, and they are looking at Seattle big time.
And they're a playoff.
They went to the Western Conference Finals last year.
Yeah.
I heard something about the friggin' the Canada team or Quebec.
That's the thing. This is my specialty. You know
Hockey
that.
is Canada's sport.
Quebec, and there's a city called Markham, Ontario. It's a city in southern Ontario, a suburb of Toronto. It's like Tacoma to Seattle, basically, kind of thing. Little farther. Thing about that is they're both building new arenas, but the NHL does not want the Coyotes there for one simple reason. They will not make the money they get by relocating to one of those cities with the Coyotes that they will by putting 2 expansion teams in Canada. In Canada, with 2 expansion teams, you're making $1 billion in expansion and franchise fees. They're going to be fetching $500 million each. And the Canadian dollar is par with the United States dollar. They're not going to turn that down. If they move the Coyotes up there, they're only going to make $200, $300 million most. They're going to make a ton more that way. Plus, the fact that NBC NBC has a chance now to basically go to the NHL and say, give us a rebate, because we lost Atlanta to Winnipeg, which is a U.S. TV market, and they're about to lose Phoenix to a Canadian TV market. They're not going to let them go there.
Wow.
NBC is not going to lose 2 big United States TV markets for Canada, which they have no ratings points at all in. You know.
Do they even watch TV?
They do. They do.
Television.
They watch Red Green a lot, I hear.
Yeah. Reruns all day.
They will not keep them in Phoenix just because that. I mean, a couple nights ago they had 8,000 in the, like, that's tickets sold. In attendance they had probably closer to 6. It was like I was watching this game, sea of empty seats.
Oh,
they're not keeping.
That's why I like you. You are my hockey man. It's like
Thank you.
I can't get on board the NHL until we have a team. Call me bandwagon hockey dude,
we will have a team,
you know,
shortly.
You think they're going to go back to the Seattle Metropolitans, or?
See, that's the other thing that a lot of people have been getting, like, oh, I hate that name, Metropolitans. For one simple reason.
But why?
For one simple reason. There was a story in Wayne Gretzky's autobiography that he went to New York, and they asked him, you know, who do you play for and stuff, and he's like, I play for the Oilers. And they asked him, oh, are you playing the Jets this weekend?
Oh,
you know, that's the greatest hockey player ever. That happens all the time. There's a picture in the LA Times, the city of LA, where they won the Stanley Cup. They had a little, it was like a blurb on the top of the screen, you know, paper, excuse me. It was, the Kings are playing the Blackhawks tonight. And they had the Sacramento Kings logo up. I mean, this is the city of the Stanley Cup champs, and they don't even have the right logo of their own franchise, you know. I don't want to be that second team. The hockey team's always going to be the second team. It's always going to be, oh, you like the Mets? What about David Wright? What do you think of him this year? You know, I don't want to hear that.
Right.
I want us to be original, our own. Get your own, you know, idea. Get your own team.
Okay, you got the choice. You're the president, general manager. You're the head cheese in charge. What are you going to call your hockey team?
I've always liked the name Thunderbirds. I've always liked the logo. I've always said that's an NHL logo and an NHL jersey and an NHL everything, basically.
And it would coincide with the Sounders, Seahawks.
Well, exactly. You just piss off all the Silver Tips fans. This thing just went crazy.
Silver Tip fans won't like that. I mean, if they want to be the Totems, that's fine too. I mean, that's a cool name.
What about the Sabercats? Remember?
Tacoma Sabercats.
I remember going when they won that championship.
I don't think Seattle Saber, because it's too close to Buffalo Sabres. I think.
That could be
understandable. So. Wow.
I really like the name Thunderbirds. The name Totems works for me also. Just keep it traditional, not Mets though. Just don't steal another city's identity. I don't want that.
Speaking of stealing identities.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I dare bring this up or not, but I'm bringing it up.
This will be interesting.
You know, Richard Sherman, I'm one of his biggest fans. My buddy Christian at Jack Nut Apparel came up with this shirt. Zan, we got the image? Okay. The You Mad Bro on the left. I think that's a pretty classy shirt. And I think we put these out the latter part of December. Well, I should say he put these out the latter part of December, the first part of January, just, you know, into the playoffs beginning. And now, Branton Sherman, which is Richard Sherman's brother, has decided to go out on his own and branch out and do a shirt of his own. Let's check out that shirt, shall we? You wanted this noise.
That looks familiar.
Now see, I don't mind him doing that. But you know, he came to me and said, you know, you got to stop printing up this shirt. I said, Branton, it's not my company. It's, you know, I didn't do it. And you know, he heard from a buddy of mine that I own Jacknut, or I'm a big part of Jacknut. Which
so he's telling you that you can't print that shirt, but he stole the actual like design of the shirt.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yikes. Dude, I'm gonna make a shoe and I'm gonna call it like Nike or something. Then I'm gonna go to Nike and tell them they can't make that because, you know, I'm making it now. So hello, dude, you can't do that.
Oh, it's pretty harsh, you know. I mean, it's one of those things where it's a dog eat dog world. You know, there was 14 different Legion of Boom shirts that came out when the whole Legion of Boom started. So it's one of those things where you just kind of wonder.
There's room for everybody, but you don't have to steal somebody else's design to do it.
It is for him to come to me and say, you know, tell your boy shut it down, and then he comes out with the shirt. Well, I talked to Richard, and Richard said, hey, Lo, you know, just give me 25 of them shirts, you know, and we'll call it good. And personally, I think he's making his brother look bad. You know, because now he's on Twitter saying that his brother endorses this shirt. No, this is the shirt. This is the original. They stole it from us. And it's like, whoa. Christian did not steal that shirt. Christian came up with a hell of a freaking idea.
Yeah.
And, you know, So if you want the real You Mad Bro shirt, go to jacknutapparel.com. Yes, www.jacknutapparel.com. Get your You Mad Bro shirt and show them who's really mad.
Except no substitutes.
I love the You Can't Tame the Beast. That's just a good-looking shirt. Christian,
That is.
you're a hell of a guy, buddy. So, we brought that up. Seattle Cobras, or SeaTac Cobras. Have you heard of them yet?
I have not.
SeaTac Cobras. Supposed to be on me. Yep, I'm the guy with the card. SeaTac Cobras. Supposedly, this is like the new professional developmental football league. I've never heard anything about it. Gene, can you Google that one, buddy?
Sure. What is it?
The Professional Developmental Football League. We got to get some info on this. I mean,
I'm curious who their opponents are.
This was on my dang under my windshield wiper today.
Whoa.
So
Wow.
I'm like, where the heck did that come from? Somebody wanted Big Low to see this and have it on the Big Low show.
Hey, we accommodate.
We do. While we're looking up that, Zan, how long is that footage of the La interview?
PDFO.
It's 1 second long, that's it?
It's over. You missed it. You blinked.
3 minutes? We're going to run the La interview next week. But, heck, roll it. We'll just roll part of it. Let's just show La and a little bit of Melissa, and then we'll bust out of it, and I'll do the thank yous, and we'll wrap it up. Roy Lewis is coming on next week, so check out this video, and you'll see me back here in a second.
So, we are with Miss LaShonda Fowler. Lala, what are you looking forward to this weekend?
Looking forward to some hard hits and a big win.
I'm looking forward to seeing you catch some balls. I'm like really excited about the fact that I saw you at wideout. So is that going to be a fun thing for you?
Oh yeah, last year I played on the offensive line, and this year he moved me out to the receiver, and I'm pretty excited about that. And my hands have gotten better this year, so I should be catching some balls. To the house.
Wait a minute. Say that again.
To the house.
You heard it here. Lala is taking it to the house. So, what intrigues you about this game?
It's just another opportunity for us to be competitive, and it's nothing like no other sport that I've done, and I don't know, I just enjoy it.
She enjoys it. We enjoys it. We enjoys it. That's what it's about, right? Yeah, absolutely. We enjoys it. So, it's going to be fun this weekend. We're looking forward to seeing you play. Lala, thanks for your time.
Thank you, Big Love.
Okay, y'all seen her in the studio. She's my fave. She comes in all the time. Melissa Bernasconi, you looking forward to this?
Oh, I can't wait. I'm so stoked. My stomach's hurt for the last week because I'm just like, I can't wait for this. It's about time. I'm pumped. I'm ready. I've been watching video. I've been talking to the girls, getting the defensive calls down. You know what I'm saying? So I know what is going to happen come game day. And I just want it to be here. Like, it's Friday. I'm like, okay, tomorrow's Saturday. It's here. Let's go. Let's do this. Cannot wait.
We have watched you over the year. As far as I'm concerned, most improved player. How do you feel about your improvements over the year?
You know what? I'm really proud of myself, but I have to thank my coach. Chris, honestly, he sat me down and he kicked me in the ass. He was like, this is what I need from you. And it was a huge wake-up call, but it was something that I needed. And I have to thank him, because honestly, if it wasn't for him drilling me and pushing me and like, I know you can do better, I probably wouldn't be where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have improved vast over the last year. And I give it to both of them.
So that's a little touch up on LaShonda Fowler, Melissa Bernasconi. Melissa is like my most improved player from the Seattle Mist. She learned so much, gained so much confidence in her game. The season starts here in April. If you haven't gotten your tickets, get your tickets. Get on board quick, because I'm telling you, once March and April get here, they're going to sell out quick. An amazing sport. The Legends Football League, they're no longer the Lingerie Football League. You're going to have to check them out in April. That's pretty much wrapping it up for this week. We got the old thank yous to do. I got to say thank you to my man Shane Topol at Bleachers Pub in Greenwood, coldest beer in town, Christian and Noah at Jack Nut Apparel, Rick Burgess, you're the man at Coastline Signs, who did that wrap job on that beautiful Jeep I drive around. Charlie and Alex at ShockingGoat.com. Hey, fellas, I need those mist watches. These girls are freaking beating me up for them, so come on, get them. Ty at Homer's Apparel. Oh, my little buddy Chris Napper at Geeks Riot Apparel. Jeremy Bryan at Rain City Catering. Rod, Scotty, Cody. Hey, who did your tattoo at Dermafex?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, come on, you don't know. Who's the best tattoo artist in the planet?
She was great. She was awesome.
Oh, Chantel did it, huh?
Oh, Chantel, yeah.
Chantel did yours. I thought Scotty did yours.
No, Scotty wasn't there. It was Chantel.
Scotty wasn't there. Scotty wasn't there.
Scotty didn't know.
Oh, man. Dermafex Tattoo, the best tattoo parlor on the planet, hands down.
The best.
You want a good tat, great price, go see them, tell them Big Low sent you, and they'll give you a lot of L-O-V-E. Well, once again, Zan and Corinne in the big control room back there. Thank you guys. I love you guys. Mike, thanks for being a guest, man.
Thank you, man.
Cool to have you on. We'll keep you posted down the road, see what's going on. If Mark can't make it, we'll have you in. Mark's going to make it. He's got a kid.
He's like a healthy guy.
I always make it.
Hey, this is Big Low. We're out of here. This is me reminding you and you to have a sports fantastic day. Peace out.
Hola. Hasta.